not pulling me here, my own desires, my family, my friends, all these things is distracting me from the truth, and it's difficult to give in, especially when you're young, man. But if you can go through it, you'll come out like gold. If I can go through the fire. They don't want to go through the fire. They want the lotto and go to Jamaica and the Bahamas and do their own selfish thing. But he said, if you wait till I exalt you, I give you the desire of your heart. But it's difficult to wait because everybody's in a hurry. Technology, it's fast, it's in a hurry. They're angry, they're frustrated, they got time, they're on the cell phone, they want to text message you, y'all in the same car, you gonna text message me right there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in a hurry, I don't know where they going, but when they get there, oh, they gonna be sorry. The faster you try to get there, that career, that money, and you gonna figure it out that, man, it was the journey. It was not the destination. You was in a hurry to get there, to come up, to be this, to be that. And when you get there, you gonna feel discouraged more than you did before you even started to get there. Cause it was the journey. The people that you didn't stop to talk to like me at checkout. The people at the gas station. You was in a hurry to get there, but it was the journey. It was the gas station. It's checkers. It's the journey, not the destination. Cause the destination is steadily evolving. We always growing in wisdom and knowledge and understanding. It's always evolving. And we can never obtain it because it's steadily, constantly evolving. The more humble you be, then the more you can be fulfilled with the truth. But when you think you got it and you're on your way, then you're going to get less of it because can't nobody talk to you. You can't stop. You're in a hurry. I'm going to say this. It's a man with pushing a basket. This man right here, they brilliant out. Don't look at the outside appearance. I've seen him in action. He was pushing a basket. And I was under a bridge. And I was talking to everybody except him. He was the last person I talked to. He said, why didn't you talk to me first? He said, I should have talked. He said, don't you ever pass by a man pushing a basket and don't acknowledge him. I never do it in my life. I talk to the person pushing that basket. How's your day? How you doing? I talk to the homeless people because he said, be careful how you entertain strangers. And most people that they came off the street and they got their career together, they won't even let you know that they've been through it. They try to act brand new. It's a testimony. What you go through, it's for us to inspire somebody else. It's for me to pull the wiggles up. It's for you to pull the wiggles up. We don't go through this because of our own selfish reasons. We go through this because testimony how far God has brought me.
Alfurian.
Cenarius, guide me to victory.
None shall escape my wrath.
Who you gonna inspire? Who you gonna tell somebody about the glory and the grace of God if you don't go through it? Get out of yourself. And once I step back, I've been seeing the deep things of God. And so I don't play with it. I don't ask him for a lot. I just say, give me my portion for the day. I don't want a lot of things. Just give me enough I can deal with. He said, I give you but fulfill your fund greater than you may ever ask. I mean, I know what you desire, I know what you need. But Lord, give me my portion where I can be grateful. Where I can be thankful. They unthankful, they unholy, they ungrateful, they got a job, they don't want the job, they got work out, you can't work on Saturday, you can't work on Sunday. Now you got 3 days. You stay always complaining and griping and murmuring. Stop it. He said be grateful with the little things. And wait, and I put you there. But he gonna put us in a place where they appreciate me in the job. I don't hate going to work. I gotta watch my back, that backstab. You making the money, but I can't go to that job because I gotta watch my back. They hate us.
You gotta be scrappy with scraps.
I can get up and they appreciate my work and I blend in. God said, I'm gonna put you there, but if you wanna get it, go ahead and get it.
What do you think about haters?
That's a part of the balance in life. They hate. They don't know why they hate. Tell them why they hate sometimes. They don't know they hate. It's just standard thing. They get angry. He taught. Every way he taught them. They hate. They don't even know why. Because there's nobody to teach them. Nobody take time to let them know why they do the things they do. And that's the whole purpose of life. Let them know what they do wrong and get it. I was doing wrong. What about when they showed me wrong? What about when they forgave me, but I can't forgive him? He made a promise. I made a promise. I didn't fulfill it. Then they go off on me. Well, I gotta go off on him because
You got mail.
Commitment. That's wrong. You gotta teach. They don't know. The only God they know is through you, through your experience. They don't know about church because you can't go to church because it's a business. And all the church people, it's a clique, it's a club. And they done forgot about God, it's a business. Look here. It's just the world. Ain't nobody being bold and talk about God because don't pray in school, take the prayer out of school, all these things. It's the world. We're getting in a time where God is not popular no more. And if you talk about it, I don't believe in Jesus. I don't believe in God. I believe in this. I don't care what you believe in. Let my spirit speak for me. Let my action speak. But it was a time when I was just a hearer and not a doer. We gotta balance out. You gotta go through the fire in order to be a doer too. You're gonna be a hearer, then you're gonna be a doer. But don't let people throw you off your journey. You can't beat nothing. It's between your relationship with God. They can't understand you all the time because you're trying to figure out your way. I'm trying to figure out my way. I can't prove nothing to them all the time. I don't need them to figure me out. All I gotta do is just be patient and do what was in my ability, my boundary. I don't need to outstep my boundary. I gotta prove nothing to you. You don't feel me? No, I don't feel me. I can't put the expectation on you. I don't always feel me, understand me. So that's wrong. Be humble. Acknowledge him in all your ways. When I do wrong, I say something wrong to offend you, forgive me. I gotta say it right away, get it over with. If I offend somebody at work, look, if they persecute me, look at God trying to strengthen me to show them who I serve. I say I believe, I'm walking with it. Well, teach them. They don't know. They don't know why they're doing that, why they're doing that to me. Let your light shine among men. They might glorify your Father here. It's real, man. I experience it all the time, 24/7. But I asked for it. I wanted to be a preacher when I was 6, but I didn't know the price I had to pay. Much wisdom, much grief, much sorrow. Ain't no other way you'll get it. But if you could just go through the fire, you'll be like, yo. The first thing they do when you go to the pawn shop and take it, what they do? How do they determine if it's gold plated or what? What they do? What kind of test they take it through? When you take the jewelry to the pawn shop, how do they determine if it's real or fake? They put it through the acid test. They put the fire upon it. This is how we know if we're real or fake. We're gonna go through the fire. You're gonna have disagreement with each other, but it's okay. You're gonna be friends. But if you have a disagreement, it's just a disagreement. That don't mean you ain't gotta see him no more and talk to him or talk to her or whatever. I wanna go to work. I don't wanna go to work because they stressing me out on the job. You feel me? They ain't receiving me with my full potential. And I don't know why I don't want to go to work. I gotta understand why. Why I don't want the job? Because something ain't right. And I gotta acknowledge it. I ain't gonna sell my soul for the job. God said I'm trying to put you over here, or I'm trying to let them know through you, let your light shine. But I'm hating on them because they ain't feeling me. They don't understand me. Hey man, you gotta teach them. You see how they flip?
Yeah.
They want $1, want a quarter. He could have got everything that he needed would have been patient, but it's okay. You recording this?
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm telling the truth. It's all right. I thank God for you. Y'all are blessing to me. A true blessing. I ain't got nothing to hide. My burdens are heavy, but when I'm weak, he's strong through me. He speaks through me. The weaker I get, the more frustrated I get with my life, and I did this, I did that, then the more he speaks through me, the more he takes control of me. That's just what he wants you at. Get frustrated. That's why he gonna speak through you. But he gotta get you in that point where ain't nowhere else to go but to him. He said, those that I love, I correct them. I chastise them. Solomon was the wisest man that lived. He had everything that man could desire. But one thing God said, leave the foreign women alone. But he couldn't understand why. He had a desire for the foreign women. But see, the Lord knew that they were going to turn his heart against him. They were going to make him idol worship and build a God. But he didn't understand it. And I'm going to say this, the preacher, he searched the world out. He said, I want to know the basis behind wisdom and knowledge and understanding and foolishness. See, you can't know wisdom and knowledge unless you be a fool, but we don't want to be foolish. That's the only way you're going to get it. You got to be a fool first. How you going to know a fool when you see a fool? How you going to know foolishness if you haven't been foolish? Foolishness, it comes with it, it's painful. Because we think we all that. We got a lot of abilities. We can create. We can send man to the moon. We can be inventors, but we're limited. If I understand that I'm limited, then that's when God takes control and gives me the wisdom that I desire. Humility. Be humble. If you don't understand your purpose, ask God. But ask him in sincerity. What's my purpose, God? Did you ever ask that question? What's my purpose? Why I'm here? What am I meant to do? But sometimes he can't tell us all at once. It might be too much. But be sincere.
Y'all, he's sitting in the rain. I don't know if y'all see the rain. The whole time he's speaking in the rain, it's pouring. He has his food in his hand. And he's speaking straight wisdom. For 13 minutes straight. Straight wisdom. And we live in this world where everyone is so busy. Everybody is so distracted. We have phones, we have social media. And our attention is always on something other than where we are in the moment. And just like he said, we forget to acknowledge people. We forget to talk to people. We forget to ask people how their day was. We forget to share the good news of Jesus Christ with people because we're so busy, we're so distracted. We're always trying to get somewhere, but we don't even know where we're going. We're always in a hurry to go somewhere that we don't even know the destination. We're always so discontent with where we are that we forget to stop and realize, like, yo, this is a blessing. I prayed for this moment. I'm literally sitting in a blessing. I'm sitting in an answered prayer, and we forget to thank God for it. You never know when you might be entertaining angels. I feel like God was speaking through this man. Either God was speaking through him or he was an angel. Because every single word was gold. Every single word of it. I think in my own life, and this probably could be the same for a lot of people, taking time to appreciate where we are, where God has positioned us, and sincerely, just like you said, sincerely asking God, what is my purpose? But specifically, what is my purpose here in this place, in this season where you have station? Who do you want me to talk to this dude. I would love to talk.
I don't think they can find that guy.
I don't know how old this video is.
That's just like you. That's what you do when you go out.
But if anyone knows who this is, let me know.
The guy was asking for some change, and I didn't have nothing on me. I gave him the last 4 quarters that it was in
Be in
there.
this dude's
Right.
presence.
So I let you know that there was
Obviously, it
change.
seems like he's
Rest
gone
of our
through a lot.
change
He's
in the
been
glove
through a
box
lot.
and that medicine bottle that we had left from laundry.
But the one thing that you can
But
tell that
I
is
can go get something at the
unshakable
store
is his
on that healthy food card.
I don't know what his
Or I can go
environment
get
is like.
something
I
with
don't know what
cash.
his,
You don't know what you
career
want.
is like, his work, his home life, his family, his relationships. I don't know what any of that is like.
Mm-hmm.
But I can tell
Pasta's fun, like
Okay.
Alfredo
that his
or
faith is not shaken. But it's
Alfredo
actually
or
made stronger because of everything that he's gone through in his life.
spaghetti or
And I think
whatever.
that's
Okay.
part of the purpose that we have here on this earth. Good, bad, or indifferent, everything is used for our good. Let me know what y'all think about this video. Leave in the comments. Like this video if you like this video.
While officers and other first responders swarmed the kitchen, Sam's 25-year-old boyfriend, Fonte Bulow, who made the chaotic 911 call, is just outside and in the throes of a full-on meltdown. We spoke to Fonte ourselves in an Ebru exclusive interview that you will hear later.
Dude, like, please get the ambulance here. Then I don't see anybody except you guys. Can you please get the ambulance? We have them on the roof.
Yo, somebody tell me why I never knew angels look like this. Alright, I'm gonna show y'all 3 angels of the Lord that protect us. So this first angel that I'm showing y'all right here is a cherub, and they are described as doing the will of the Lord. So basically, they handle all the divine duties of the Lord here on earth. Alright, so the second angel I'm gonna show y'all is called a seraphim. They're also known as the fiery ones because they love God so much that they literally burn, like they're literally on fire with love. They also constantly sing praises to God, singing holy, holy, holy. And this is a phantom, so the eyes in every direction signify that God is omnipresent, and the wheels signify that God can act quickly and swiftly to any situation. Hey, but go back and watch this video again and pay attention to the details because every detail of these angels is significant. No, I literally had no clue that angels most likely look like this. So y'all, get in my comments, let me know what you think. Yo, somebody tell me why I never knew angels look like this. Alright, I'm gonna show y'all 3 angels of the Lord that protect us. So this first angel that I'm showing y'all right here is a cherub, and they are described as doing the will of the Lord. So basically, they handle all the divine duties of the Lord here on earth. Alright, so the second angel I'm gonna show y'all is called a seraphim. They're also known as the fiery ones because they love God so much that they literally burn, like they're literally on fire with love. They also constantly sing praises to God, singing holy, holy, holy. And this is a phantom, so the eyes in every direction signify that God is omnipresent, and the wheels signify that God can act quickly and swiftly to any situation. Hey, but go back and watch this video again and pay attention to the details because every detail of these angels is significant. Yo, I literally had no clue that angels most likely look like this. So y'all, get in my comments, let me know what you think. Yo, somebody tell me why I never knew angels look like this.
Versus the Thunder King! I am the slayer of kings and gods.
None shall escape my wrath.
This is like a whole new level of campaign. It's a whole another level of what it is to walk in the spirit of the Antichrist. Because what
I see you brought guests. I see you brought guests. Victory is yours this time.
Which I'm not gonna sit here and say it is true. And he describes what it was like to be in heaven, the different creatures. He describes God. And it's interesting because he uses scripture, both Old Testament scripture and New Testament scripture, as a way to justify his beliefs. But then at the same time, he denies the deity of Jesus Christ in a very blasphemous way, which you're about to watch. So his belief system, in my opinion, is very silly. And I don't mean that to be disrespectful, but
The Lich
it is
King
what it is.
versus
You're gonna see
Hamu.
why I say that. So let's watch this video. He is a rapper, so he's not
shall
gonna have
escape
squeaky
my wrath.
language. He be cursing a lot. All right, so just be prepared for that. But I do think it's so interesting the level of confusion and deceptiveness that some people can find.
Ah, I see you brought guests.
Because once you get in that space where you are submitting to those spirits of confusion and deception, it's a hard place to get out. You're going to see why I say that in a second, alright?
Get it? Now, do you believe in the power of God, or do you believe that God is fictional, or do you believe in that?
I know there's shit. A lot of pastors have me when I say that God not just a man sitting home like King Dingling, biggest dick in the world. God is a man and a woman. Right, the whole mind energy is together.
I believe in what I don't understand is how can people not believe?
Beautiful. Wish I could be here with stuff like that. Once you always tell, it's impossible.
Because it's like once you know, you're awoke. You know better, you do better. When you are in this universe,
I've been to heaven.
Growth, life, happiness, and
What's
bread.
wrong with this one?
We're going on a dangerous voyage. You in?
Every head shit about just face. You're not talking about that Jesus Christ shit. I ain't talking about that shit, that Bible shit. That shit I ain't talking about. I'm not saying Jesus Christ in a negative way, because my name is Jesus.
Eyes on the horizon!
The results of my leadership.
He's how I would like to be, but I can't.
Peace and blessings be upon you.
I think you know that by now.
Okay.
Be upon him, but I'm not talking about.
The Stormplate clan lies in Nolan.
I would be sorry. Understand that. So,
Alright, so you better stay at Applebee's.
so when you had that experience, were you conscious?
I'm
Did you
not
feel
sure
every?
if now friend
Did
with
that-
my
Other than me, you seen-
before I couldn't
I
find
ain't
you.
talking about I did drugs and went off and
I
had
don't
a
know.
I'm talking about from
Spaghetti
eating my
is
body
fine.
right there.
Alright.
Yeah.
Just
At the home of
spaghetti
God,
and
2
garlic
days
bread is
ago.
fine.
So you went from Applebee's?
During the time when I was fasting.
I thought you meant like you were gonna
I-
start
First time
something.
I was there, I
Applebee's is
saw
fine, yeah.
it was like ambassadors.
Yeah, I was gonna
every
go to the store and try to get
species.
something,
I don't
but-
just say that I was
So I thought I could find that store,
every
you know what I
living
mean?
species. I've
Oh,
seen
yeah.
things that could have killed me, crushed
Yeah,
me.
No, if you're gonna go there, I want some.
Insignificant.
The results of my leadership.
Come here, Joker.
You looked at what now you're in the corner of the table.
Fit it on.
I got
That was fine.
I'm not perfect.
Perfection.
You gotta go, you ain't going when
Yes,
it's tomorrow.
But the responsibility
I like to go
for you
My dread blades crave blood!
because you are still to point them towards the one that can actually help them, the one that can actually wash away their sins, the one that can actually heal them, the one that can actually comfort them. The real help would be to bring glory to God so that more people can know about Jesus Christ and more people can be saved. If you said that they bestowed a mission upon you to live in your spirit and truth as a way to help people, but you're not helping people if you're not leading them to heaven. Unless you're working for the other side. If you're working for the other side, then that makes perfect sense.
Who knows what secrets
You have earned an eternity of torment.
possible?
Blaspheme in the name of Jesus Christ. And you have this responsibility bestowed upon you to operate in your own spirit and truth.
Don't let them harm the eggs.
So you have a responsibility to promote sin. This same thought process that he has, you're essentially saying that you yourself have the ability to save.
Your wish is my suggestion.
People that do that through all kinds of trauma, just be speaking about my molestation and how it made me very violent.
Impossible.
Still, to this day, he still has that level of anger and rage and aggression for what happened to him in his childhood. He's not even healed from that.
Don't let them harm the eggs.
I have no master.
Things that we're dealing with from the past. But how can we say that we are truly in a position to help people overcome circumstances that we've been through when we ourselves have not even fully healed and have overcome those circumstances in our own life? That's called a fraud.
Death calls.
You still need
Perfection.
in certain areas.
Insignificant.
In areas that we may still be struggling with. But the help that we can provide them is to say, hey, I've been there. I might even still be struggling with that. But the way out is through Jesus. I can point my I've been through it or I'm going through it, and he's helping me get through it. So go seek Jesus. Go get in a relationship with him. Go get he'll teach you how to do it. But from I don't know. I don't know. I'm confused.
I talked about it publicly. I ain't never no man talk about it.
Yeah.
Since I talked about this, I mean, let me cry.
Hope is an illusion.
Your program, you're not a speaker. You're a child. That's just like most ones indigo should. That's what people cope with. Spirit. Where they extract energy. Like they got really like break the future matrix. People see them. Feel whatever she wants.
That feels good.
It's interesting.
I'm the brood mother. Don't you ever forget.
This must be the way.
It's interesting that you are.
I don't know why I'm saying all this stuff.
No, but I understand.
Like, we agree on that. I don't know why you're. But what did he just say? She could will whatever she want to will from the power.
That which has summoned shall rise.
Let's just keep watching.
I understand it. Probably more ways than I can probably express it. I remember going through a fast, and I don't speak about this a lot to a lot of people because they don't really understand it. And I felt God's presence, like I can see, I can touch. I felt that spirit in a way that was just comforting and understanding what that responsibility is when you know.
Like the Holy Spirit that people be talking about. That's you.
Make this look easy.
Is when you know.
Like the Holy Spirit that people talking about. That's you. Your spirit is holy. You're created by God. God.
So yeah, we're
Impossible.
I've heard that.
That rope's burning again.
You don't have a need for a savior. So it's easy for you to deny Jesus Christ.
He did dead with all.
That is quite literally the most dangerous place to be. That is quite literally, I'll say it again, the most dangerous place to be.
That feels good.
He did dead with all.
This is what he believes. And I'm saying, we are disobedient towards God. Actually, we want the glory.
That rope's burning again.
Break every chain. Can't get out of this. What you might be intoxicated to in the first place because it feels so good. You have these type of encounters, air quotes, especially when you have these.
Insignificant.
It's a dangerous place to be. It's a dangerous place to be. This is also, mind you,
My greatest creation, the treasure hoard.
who does not believe that sex before marriage is a sin as long as you don't finish. If you know what I mean. This is the same thing. people can hear this stuff.
That rope's burning again.
Let me just if you are
Perfection. Insignificant.
if you are not the primary source of that individual's help, that responsibility alone belongs to Jesus Christ. We are here to people for Jesus Christ so that He can get glory, not ourselves. So, there you have it.
Perfection.
In my comments like this video, I'm out, y'all.
Yes, Master?
And so I went inside and I got a microphone cord.
To the vet tomorrow.
I have seen creation, and I will bring destruction.
The time has come to dethrone our former master.
Impossible.
That's all.
Free of that blasted tower!
Double pump Azarano, extra Star Whip, high mountain ice room for Mana Spice coming right up.
Take a load off.
I have but little time. Relinquish.
Take a load off. Behold!
Master.
I have seen creation, and I will bring destruction. Backward, want to learn! My hand is full. My hand is full. The runes decide your fate. Blood, remnants of life.
It's time for action.
Is the cruel
You've probably already seen.
Sorry. I was thinking of Harley and Loud and Water came.
The Lich King versus Adonis!
Let me sing you a song.
None shall escape my wrath.
I see you've brought I see you've brought guests.
It's all in your head.
Yeah!
school graduate and fast food worker.
Death calls.
I admit I'm impressed. I admit I'm impressed. I admit I'm impressed.
My rule is eternal. I have but little time.
I admit I'm impressed. I admit I'm impressed.
In return, she received a portion of his SSI benefits, estimated between $1,000.
I admit I'm impressed.
Everybody, pose for the camera!
Yeah!
On March 3rd, 2013, Marcel reported to a hospital with a collapsed lung. March 8th, Camilla hit him in the back of the head.
I do say, I seem to have lost the surface.
Not to press charges. This would prove to be a grave mistake. 2 months later, at 3 a.m. on May 18th, several 911 calls were made from the same number to report a man bleeding through an apartment.
Let's set the mood.
Horrific scene. The house was completely ransacked, and on a deflated mattress.
By the power of Ragnarok! I have the power!
To find them, dispatchers pinged the phone the call was made from, and officers soon discovered.
Psychic detective coming through!
By petal and thorn!
My dread blades crave blood!
Follow the flutter wings! By petal and thorn!
The shadow engulfs us.
Your wish is my suggestion.
Hoist the colors!
My dread blades crave blood!
Nightmares are never forgotten.
You have earned an eternity of torment.
Time has come to dethrone our former master.
Clean as a carpet.
It's a brand new you.
As a carpet.
Relaxation for all, and all thanks to me.
Tired? Are you too tired to talk to me right now?
His reign ends now. Yeah! Yeah! His reign ends now.
The stars and skies are my domain.
Before you answer questions or make a statement, it's important to understand the rights of one.
This one's a tribute!
The stars and skies are my domain. Perfect specimen.
Druids of Azeroth, gods of the wild, the dream beckons.
They say pretty much here is like on number one. You don't have to speak with me if you don't want to. If you say something can be used against you in court. If you want a lawyer, you can have one at any point. If you can't afford one,
My rule is eternal.
Yeah! Yeah!
Be my talons!
Well, at this point, we're investigating homicide.
Well, looking for a standoff? Careful, it's against me.
So at this point, we're looking
The stars and skies are my domain.
Does that make sense to you?
You're merely a pawn for the puppet master.
That makes sense to you that I said what I said, that Marcel was done.
Elune, bring guidance.
Whispers everywhere.
Relaxation for all, and all thanks to me.
What I would like you to do is take a preliminary breath. Do you want to do that?
Looking for a standoff? Careful, it's against me.
Is someone there? Nope, nobody there.
What do I do with all these cards?
Strings
Be
attached.
my talons!
Take a good look. You ain't never seen a light again.
This just says if you both speak to my rights, I'm not and opportunity to ask questions concerning my rights and
What do I do with all these cards? I have seen creation, and I will bring destruction.
Go away. The time has come to dethrone our former master. Move fast here.
Druids of Azeroth, Carns of the Wild, the dream beckons. Druids of Azeroth, Carns of the Wild, the dream beckons. The end of days is finally upon you! Madness will consume you! That which has sunk shall rise.
Connect to those unseen.
The runes beside your foot. Remnants of life.
Character until you realize that's all it is. A character. When Camilla attacked Marcel with a hammer, Marcel ran off to his cousin's house. While he was there, he stated argues that she would leverage to assault Marcel. In a similar instance,
The runes beside your foot. Unholy, symbol of death.
of life. No one will believe this. Oh, thanks. It's all in a day's work for a hero.
Which has sunk shall
Looking for me carried treasure.
Druids of Azeroth, Carns of the Wild, the dream beckons.
Let me nurture your spirit.
Druids of Azeroth, Carns of the Wild, the dream beckons. Druids of Azeroth, gods of the wild, the dream beckons.
My vengeance is inevitable. Gotta move fast here.
This is my suggestion.
Remnants of life.
Marcel's case manager, Loren, the only thing he craved in life was normalcy, and his best shot at this was having someone he loved. Even in the face of all the violence he suffered, he still believed and told Lorenz that Camille loved him.
The end of days is finally upon you! Consume you!
She strongly controlled by Camille. Even besides these
For a master tactician, this is nothing.
Fast here.
I don't know about an argument.
I'm just trying to understand. I don't need
The legacy of the Titan can never die!
A toast to all who sought to kill me. Fail.
Connect to those unseen.
somebody killed him.
Are you sure that he's dead?
You are unfit to serve.
Gotta move fast here.
Okay, well, does he have a hospital?
Eyes on the horizon!
Take a good look. You ain't never seen a guy again.
So he was never dead.
Yeah, he was already
Buried, dead or alive.
Beginning.
Buried, dead or alive.
I gone through a little bit.
Beginning.
Take a good look. You ain't never seen a guy. Buried, dead or alive.
Beginning.
Flawless. Eternal. We're gonna be rich.
How you say? I see no longer service.
Sounds like you guys were arguing pretty good. According to the neighbors, they heard you. And they said that an argument was going on pretty good between you.
Marcel and Camille's relationship.
He be dead with all.
Another individual living across from the couple's home.
I am a friend of Messiah.
Yet throwing dishes at Marcel.
Heed the day with awe.
All are nourished when the cycle renews.
The light will guide us through every form.
Our souls are scattered across the universe.
How much? I am Revendreth!
You simply lack perspective!
Very dead or alive. Very dead or alive.
No one will believe this!
Those we love are never truly lost.
This is beginning. This is beginning.
No time! This battle is yours. Truly a marvel.
She was arrested. Her feet were bleeding from cuts sustained in the apartment, and her extremities were also covered in similar injuries.
Some people heard you talking about him using cocaine tonight. Was he using it?
I don't know. I told you I just got there. I don't know.
You've got mail.
Yes, that's my wife. Adrian Olsen, she's my wife. Unleash it all.
Over the last 20 years, we have seen the rise of technology that could one day be used to control and enslave humanity. Facial recognition, digital tattoos, and even implantable microchips are all examples of technology that may pose a threat to the future of mankind. Let me have you get started on AI, artificial intelligence, or neural link, which many of you should know by now is an implantable brain chip created by Elon Musk. But on top of all this, there is another dangerous and alarming technology on the rise that seeks to change the way we buy and sell. Amazon One, a new payment system, will now give consumers the ability to pay for their goods and services by simply scanning their palm at checkout.
Amazon One.
Could Amazon one day be used as a means to enforce the mark of the beast? And is Amazon hiding clues in their Amazon One ads that may confirm that the release of this new payment system was created for that exact purpose? My thoughts on all this and more today. My name is Devin Worlds, and this is Amazon.
With the market beast. At a time when Elon Musk is playing Pong with their brains, scientists are growing half-monkey, half-human embryos, and UFOs are becoming a more real phenomenon. This seems on par or even a bit subdued by first. What kind of press?
Sam, I'm very concerned about food shortages coming to America. No, not local or short-lived shortages. I'm talking about a national food shortage that will affect everyone, everywhere, for a very long time. Would you be ready for that to happen? Probably not. That's why I urge you to get some long-term storage emergency food from my friends at My Patriot Supply. They're the original Patriot Survival Company. Over the past decade, they've served millions of American families like yours. Their mission is your survival. Right now, you can save 25% on a 4-week kit of emergency food that will save the day. Probably soon. This 4-week kit has a wide variety of delicious food that provides over 2,000 calories per day. The right amount for optimal survival. Go to uptvsurvival.com so you can claim your 4-week emergency food kit and save 25% in the process. Order a tasty starter kit for each member of the family. They'll ship everything quickly and discreetly to you. That's uptvsurvival.com. The Book of Revelation speaks about a time when a false Messiah known as the Antichrist will force the world to receive his mark in their right hand or their forehead. Without this mark, no one will be able to buy or sell. Revelation chapter 13 verse 16 says, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. But one man is true. No one, not even most Christians, could truly imagine how one man could accomplish this. But in today's world, advancements in technology have opened the doors of possibilities. With the governments of the world trading their physical currencies for digital currency, with the federal government forcing banks and merchants to adopt their new payment system, BNET, and the growing popularity of implantable microchips in your hand or even your head, many Christians are concerned that Amazon One could one day be used to determine if a person has received the mark or not. And with great reason. Check this out.
You really gotta hand it to Amazon. Will you pay with your phone today? For trying to put the future of payments right in the palm of your ego. It's called Amazon One, a new contactless payment system that launched for the first time in Northern California at their store in Santana Row. You need to sign up, first insert a credit card, and then hold your hand over the special camera. It'll scan the lines, ridges, and even patterns of veins inside your hand. The algorithm then creates a unique palm signature. The whole process takes about a minute. Tommy Alas was the first person to sign up.
I think it was really cool, very convenient, form of payment, quick and easy.
Liz Gonzalez thinks the new technology could come in handy. How's it?
People like me are very forgetful. Always forget my credit card or my watch. Now I don't need to remember to bring my phone.
If anyone can get this popular, it'll be Amazon.
With a new and popular payment system like Amazon One, It's not difficult to imagine a future where this technology could be used to track, identify, and even confirm if individuals have received the mark of the beast or not. But aside from Amazon One possibly being end times tech, there are many reasons why everyone should think twice before signing up. One of the major reasons being that your data may not be as safe as you think.
Amazon has palm scanning technology and a certain standard across whole food stores in the United States. Now this is where customers who pay for items using only their palm print linked back to their credit card. Oh, no potential for abuse there, no privacy invasions I can assure. It's going to be voluntary, and no one will be able to track where you go with food. Couldn't become like QR codes in Australia, could it? Nothing to see here.
But forget about the data you're freely giving Amazon. Think about the control you're giving this company over your bank accounts.
Amy Nelson is somebody who has experience with big government and big business, pretty much like no one else that I know. Amazon made claims that her husband did something illegal, although they were never told what that charge was supposed to be. They met with the Department of Justice over and over and over again and tried to convince the Department of Justice to charge him with a crime. They never did. Yet, the Justice Department came in and took every penny they had. Took their bank accounts, went as far as, I think, taking his father or his father-in-law's bank account, took all of her bank accounts that were just in her name. The family was left penniless.
By now, we all should know that the satanic, so-called global elite love to use symbols as a way to communicate with their brotherhood. And if you look close enough, you may not be surprised by the hidden symbolism surrounding Amazon One and how it's advertised to the masses. The chosen name for this service, Amazon One, is itself a clue to what the payment service really represents. They could have named it anything like Amazon Palm, but instead they chose one. One what? One world, one government, one currency, or one world leader. There are many subtle symbols hidden within the official logos of Amazon One. In this first logo, which can be found on the Amazon One website, you can see an orange dot hovering over the black cube. To the untrained eye, this logo means nothing. But if you know occult symbolism, then like me, you see more than an orange dot. You see a setting sun. The setting sun represents the coming days of darkness. The practice of sun worship is something world leaders have been doing for centuries, and to them, it represents the light of their god, Lucifer. But on another Amazon One logo, which is also found in grocery stores, you see the orange dot has been replaced with the white dot, which clearly represents the moon. And on this third logo, you can see the white dot in front of the orange dot, representing a solar eclipse when the moon passes between the earth and the sun. Darkness, earth, and the cube that the sun and the moon are hovering over represents Satan and the planet Saturn.
Okay, so this rabbit hole is going to get you thinking. Why is there black cubes all around the world? For example, you got Australia, you got Denmark, Manhattan, Santa Ana, you got the one worshipped at the Mecca. Keep researching, you'll see more black cubes all around the world. But why? You go to Saturn, the planet, on top of it has a hexagon. And within the hexagon, you can connect and make a cube. As you can see right here, that's the cube. Saturn is the secret god of the occult. It's worshipped everywhere. Look at the logos just up here. You got car companies, credit card companies, TV channels, DirecTV, Internet Explorer. You got the cube found in Microsoft's logo. You got movies about the cube. You got Saturn shown in mainstream. Katy Perry sitting on Saturn. Saturn music videos with aliens around it. Nintendo GameCube with the cube. Sega Saturn. Literally everywhere you look, just Saturn or a cube. It's crazy. Once you see this, every logo, everything you look at, all you can see Saturn cubes. So what do you think is really going on here?
Don't be deceived. Amazon did not create this payment system for your convenience. It actually seems as if their end game is total control by enslaving mankind with this mark of the beast technology. This is why they make it clear that the symbolism used in the name, logo, and even their ads. But before I dive into the hidden messages I found in another one of their ads, did you notice this in the news clip about Tommy Alas, the first person to sign up for Amazon One in the San Francisco Bay Area. He's wearing a satanic shirt with a pentagram and a Baphomet on it. And while the masses and even some Christians will write this off as a coincidence, is it a coincidence when Amazon shows us the same symbolism in their official ads? If you've seen this video titled Amazon One, an easier way through your day commercial, then you probably noticed that they didn't hesitate to take the opportunity to show us a Baphomet hand sign. But if you slow this part down and take a closer look, you'll find that Amazon was showing us more than meets the eye. Amazon begins by showing us a palm, or 5 fingers, which I believe represents the 5th age, the age of Aquarius, or what some people even call the age of evil. Then notice how it transitions from a white male palm to a black female palm, representing dualism. Notice her rings and bracelets both representing the rings of Saturn. Also notice how there is one ring on her pinky and the other ring on the index. So if she were to put her 2 middle fingers down, then the rings will be on the horns of the devil hand sign, which is exactly what we get with the next hand sign, the devil hand sign. You have the rings on the thumb and the bands on the wrist, again both representing the rings of Saturn. There is a lightning bolt tattoo, which represents Lucifer's fall, when Jesus said, "I saw Satan fall like lightning from heaven." And is it me, or does the tattoo on her wrist look like a dark demonic entity, or even the devil himself? As they transition to the next hand, you can see that the nails on the previous hand were painted white and black, reminding me once again of the Freemason checker pattern representing their belief in dualism. On the next palm, you get a band-aid on the ring finger instead of an actual ring. This can easily be interpreted as them showing their love for Saturn and their god Lucifer. Another common hand sign used by the so-called elite is none other than the peace sign, representing the 5th age, the V in the New World Order. This is exactly what we see when they transition to the next hand. On the bracelet, we can see a ring, a star, what I believe to be the planet Saturn, with a cube in the middle, a bell, and next to that, a drum, meaning they are sounding the alarm. Time is up. After accepting this Mark of the Beast payment system, you are now allowed to enter the club. Notice how in this next scene, she's entering a nightclub with stairs ascending up. This is symbolic of saying you don't get to be part of the New World Order unless you accept this new payment system. And now that you're a willing participant in your own enslavement, you can now continue to buy, sell, and enjoy all the things you used to do anyways. But what are your thoughts? Is Amazon One Mark of the Beast tech, or just another convenient way to shop? Sound off in the comment section and let me know. And because there will be no UpTV without viewers like you, I would like to give a special shout out to anyone who has recently donated to or supported the channel in any type of way. This is Devin with UpTV. I love you, family. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also hit that bell so you get notified anytime I upload a new video. As always, give your life to Yeshua, and I'll holla at y'all later. Peace.
Introducing Amazon One. Fast, convenient, contactless identity service that uses your phone. Now you can add your ID to Amazon One and make major screen purchases faster than ever.
Thank you for watching UpTV. If you like this video and would love to see more, check out these great videos here. And don't forget to subscribe to BNET UpTV 2 for even more great videos.
How you doing? I'm Callan, and this is Slap Ham. The following scary images are leaving people on edge. But as always, before we dive in, remember to hit that subscribe button for more creepy content. It's like this.
Sometimes pictures are interesting all in themselves, just at first glance. But when met with a second look, they can become even more intriguing, even scary. That's exactly the case with a photo uploaded to Facebook by Onan Dub. In the photo, we see a group of people consisting of 3 police officers and 2 men. One is presumably being arrested, hands are being held back by one of the police officers. Another man stands in the background on the far right, arms crossed and looking at the arrested man. On closer inspection of the man, we can see a hand resting on his left shoulder. No one is standing next to him. The hand seems to grip the man's shoulder without his knowledge. Many viewers of the photo were left puzzled and freaked out, not able to provide an explanation for what they saw. Others, however, saw a lighter side, with some even joking it could be the hand from the Adams family making a surprise appearance. There were a couple more serious suggestions, however, with some theorising that a very short person could be behind the man stretching an arm out, though others disputed this, saying that the individual would need to have a very long arm in order to reach the man's shoulder without being seen. Also, it could just be a case of some clever photoshopping. What do you think's happening here? Let us know in the comment section below. For many people worldwide, Airbnbs provide a great option for cheaper accommodation. In addition, there's something comforting about staying in a home as compared to an anonymous hotel room. There's always a chance to befriend the host and get to know all about the location from a local. At the same time, a single surge of Airbnb horror stories is enough to kill a long night, with stories of eerie hosts and horrible guests alike causing trouble and chaos. One Reddit user, Retro21, found something truly terrifying while searching for an Airbnb in London. The Reddit user uploaded 2 photos of the listing. In the first photo, viewers see a large photograph that sits on the wall at the bottom of a staircase. In the photo is a young boy laying underwater, his face painted in the design of a clown. His eyes are shut. The second photo hangs above a dining room table. In this photo, viewers can see 3 children sitting at a table, their faces painted with heavy, dark makeup similar to the child in the first photo. They look directly at the viewer, glasses of wine and some type of meat sitting in front of them. Their gaze is strong, unnerving. Spookily, and perhaps fortunately, the Airbnb is no longer listed on the site. The unsettling makeup of the children, as well as their facial expressions, is certainly enough to give any potential guest the chills. Whether the host had a strange taste in art or a darker side of him or her is unknown. This is one Airbnb that probably was a horror story waiting to happen. From time to time, we find photos that still give us goosebumps even after years and years of session. One Reddit user, Lawson22, found himself getting chills after looking at a photo.
I gotta restart the computer anyway. I know why it keeps crashing. It's because the driver's not up to date. I didn't realize that.